Coming up on the next episode.
Hi, good morning YouTube, here with you on this Monday morning. Sitting in my chair, my new chair. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is a new chair. I say new chair, it's new to me. My daughter gave it to me. It's the one I sit in when I'm out at their place, you know, watching TV or whatever they're doing out there in the living room. The recliner that I had just was getting too much. It was one side of the this side of the seat was at this level here, and this side was down here, and it just got to be too much, and it was getting on my back and hard to get out of and things like that. So I made an appeal to her, and she was going to give me the chair eventually anyway, but I think I kind of accelerated her plans a little bit. I think she wants to get a sectional sofa for her living room now, because they have it situated in a way where they can use a sectional. They didn't before. So anyway, enough about that. This is obviously not the RCA. This guy, it got cold here, and I, have not got my heat set up in the workshop yet, and I need to get that done. And before I can get in there and do any serious work, so. Basically, I got one thing I do want to show you, and that's something that Bob and I have been working on, and let me show you that. Hang on a second. All right, I'm back again. I have the assembled board for the BDEK is what, actually, this is the, it says battery eliminator on there, I think, but this is the board that we have assembled for our power supply for the farm radios. Now this is the one that was inspired by Greg of Greg's Vintage Workshop, and so basically what we have is this one here, and we have 4 other ones available now on our website. Actually, what you've got to do is basically send us an email with when we'll get the payment information. We're not putting it on our e-commerce site yet until we decide whether or not this is a viable kit to sell. So far, I've had the ad up. I can't remember what day it was, but several days now that we've had the ad up on our YouTube channel, and it tells all about the farm radio power supply. And like I said, what did with that was, like I said, we put that up, and we have not had any interest in that yet. So this is our appeal, I guess, to you guys here on this channel, because obviously I have a few more subscribers here than we do on the company YouTube channel. So I thought we would talk a little bit about it. Basically, it provides a 1.5 or 1.4, your choice, filament voltage at a 1/2 amp, 500 milliamps, and the B plus voltage is selectable. So it's 45 at the low end, 67 in the middle, and 90 volts at the top if you want either of those 3 voltages, and it will work with just fine with any of them that you select. So so I say the transformer is included with that, and everything you need to basically make this kit here is in the kits. So basically, here's your output for your filament voltage here, and here's your output for your B plus here, and here's your 120 volt input here. Now we do not provide a power cord for it, strictly because we don't have any clue as to how you want to wire it, as far as where you're going to put it. And if you want to put this, now Greg put his in an enclosure and put a switch on the enclosure, so that's his way of doing it. Some people may want to just put it inside the radio as it is. Like I said, I've got little feet on mine that I made, but other than that, like I said, this could be mounted any way you want it. And like I said, it will power. It did power Greg's if you watched his video on there. If I will put a link to the ad that we made for this as well, and you can take a look at that. There's Greg was kind enough to let us use some of his video clips, and we did that, and him working on his farm radio that he was working on. Now he wasn't successful in getting the radio work on that, but he was successful at putting a Bluetooth module with MP3 player and things like that in it, and it worked just fine with that. So, like I said, by the way, the problem with that radio was, I believe, IF related. So I don't know exactly if Greg quit working on it or is still working on it or what, but anyway, that's not a big deal one way or the other. As I said, it got cold here. I don't know how you can see it, but I've got my my day blanket, whatever you want to call it. My heated throw is what it is, I guess. I don't have it plugged in, but it is being used to cover up my legs. I'm still in my shorts mode. I haven't got out of that into the sweatpants mode yet. So, like I said, I just I've got things to do and things like that. And while we're at the company type stuff that I'm talking about, I invested, I should say we invested in a thermal printer for our labels, and so been trying to set that up and get this all moved into the bedroom like I talked about some time ago, but I want to get that done and get things set up in there. Also, I've been working on a new stand for the 3D printer, my new one that I bought. I've got it, part of it assembled right here, and I've got to go out to the garage to cut some more boards and things for it. But once I get it done, I'll put the 3D printer on it, and we'll show you that and show you how that's going. But that's on down the road yet a little bit ways. So also, one other interesting thing, when we move this chair out here, actually when we move this predecessor, the recliner out here, underneath it I found the other long, you may recall me talking about the one that was missing from the little stand that we bought from Walmart. I found that one. It was underneath the chair. So nothing missing on that, and I'm happy about that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that once I put the other stand together and put that printer on it. I may use it for something, but it is a printer stand, and that's something I'm going to need in my bedroom for this printer. You can't see over here. But that's the printer we have been using to print labels with. I think I had to figure it out, and it's just not cost effective to do labels, 4x6 labels, with a full-size printer like that, because you tie up the printer for that and you can't really use it for anything else. You can, but it's a pain in the butt to change it all over and use the regular sheet of paper in there after that. So what I'm going to do is set that up dedicated for regular paper, and we'll use the thermal printer. I've already tested the thermal printer. Anyway, here's some of the samples that we printed out with it. That's just a sample test page there, and like I said, it prints fine. There's a couple of labels. There's a one going to, I believe, Canada there, and another one for domestic U.S. here. So you can see that printed out just fine. And the nice thing about that is this comes with, well, it didn't come with it, but we bought 1,000 labels for this, and it was less money than what we paid for the 100 labels we bought for the other printer, number one. And number two is the thermal printer does not use any ink, toner, things like that. It uses heat, and all the printing capabilities are on the actual label itself. So and it works just fine, and I'm really pleased with how that looks. It looks great. And so I've been busy, in addition to just setting that up, getting it set up on Linux. That's been kind of a challenge for me, but I have been successful at doing it on this computer here that I'm sitting in front of. And I'm trying to get it on my laptop for the bedroom, which is what I'm going to be using in there. And Bob suggested I install the Canon printer driver on that and try that, see if I could get that set up. And if I could, then maybe that would allow me to get the other one to work. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, that's the plan on that, and we'll see how that goes. But might go good, might not. I don't know. But our primary focus again is on this little kit here. This is a good little value kit. I think this assembled board is going to sell for $49.95. I'm not sure on that. I think that's we're trying to do these. We may start offering, because we've had some requests for assembled boards and assembled kits, things like that. Most of these kits like this would probably be $10 for assembly. So the kit itself is going to sell for $39.95. Now that's an introductory price for these 5 that we have. Actually the 4, because this one's $49 because it's assembled. But anyway, like I said, if you guys are interested in this, let me know. Send us an email. I'll put the email for the BD Electronic Kits is always in my description. Keep it in there for just such emergencies. But as I said, the filament voltage is selectable between 1.5, which most people use for these radios, but Bob added a 1.4 option in case, if you were going to use it a lot, it might save your filament a little bit more, not running at higher voltage. So that was a good idea, I thought. And like I said, this is a good deal. So if you guys, like I say, are interested, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to sell you one and go from there. But I think that's it for now. I want to work on the printer stand some more, go out to the garage, install some more boards, and I have this printer thing that I'm working on setting up today and get that done. So I've got a busy day planned, and I'm just not gonna be able to work on the radio because I like I said, I have to set the heat up in there to where I can have it fairly comfortable. I don't like working somewhere where I'm uncomfortable, and so that's the plan. Maybe next time, maybe I'll get into the RCA, we'll see. But for now, this is going to do it, and hope you guys have a great day, and we appreciate you watching. So, see ya.